A very warm welcome to one and all. Sorry for those 2 minutes delay. We're having some technical glitch, but everything is sorted and you're most welcome to be back with Max Skills Education Online, a complete one solution stop for your enterprises, for your endeavors to be an online digital teacher. So today we are here, and before we proceed ahead, may I request all the participants over here to kindly rise for the national anthem. Welcoming once and all the lovely participants over here, Archana Kumari, Swati Kaur, Swati Vora, Professor Swati Vora, Manisha Kumari, Mahesh Kumar, Neha Thakre, Helena, Durga Lakshmi, Dr. Neha, Farana, Dr. Ajay, Dr. Makran, Dr. Manish Kumar, Anisha Lakpati, Dr. Ram Nivas, and so many, all the lovely people. We are very fortunate here to have all of you with us in this yet continuous journey to be an online, digitally, completely there with the systems, with the times, a digitally ready teacher. So here we are today, and we are going to take you on a journey where we are going to look at a very interesting phenomena of a tool which is very engaging, which is a very interesting phenomena of creating systems which can keep your student very interested in the way you teach, and it can unfold a journey of learning in which he finds it up to his kind. One of the issues that we generally face as educators is because students are so much into technology, they always feel that they know more than us. So here is an attempt with Max Skills and all of you that we can say, all right, we are also with times, and here we're bringing you a tool in which we can do equally good learning. And there you are, my child, be ready to go on a roller coaster ride with your teachers and with your professors. So taking you on with a tool which is called Bitmoji. Let me quickly share my screen, and I hope you all are with me, and we are going to start. We are going to quickly start a hands-on experience with all of you. So I request those who are there with their laptops or with their mobiles, they all can be equally equipped and ready to take this training, whether you're on a laptop, tab, or a phone. So the first thing first, Bitmoji is an app fully equipped and facilitated through a mobile or through a laptop or a tab or a desktop, obviously. So be ready, let's have it. And I'm going to quickly share my screen. Give me a second. And there we go, right here. So while I start with my screen of Bitmoji, what I am going to do for a second is going to show you a few thoughts about Bitmoji, and I hope you are ready with that. When I say that this is a tool which will definitely engage your students more, and few things that you need to understand from this before we go on is, it is a tool which is enabled through Chrome. So all of you, those who are doing a hands-on training with Max Skills, are requested to open your browser Chrome, and through the Chromes, please type Bitmoji. All right, so let's do that. I'm starting also. I'm here, going here. So if I write Chrome, right, Chrome extension Bitmoji, or you can straight away write Bitmoji. Let's best thing is if you're the first timer user, so I suggest you to do Chrome extension Bitmoji, tap on it, and it will take you to the Chrome store, in which right over here, Bitmoji Chrome Web Store, right? Once you open this, tap on it, this gets open. The Bitmoji Chrome store gets open. And here you'll find on the left hand side, let me take you on my annotate and my spotlight. So you can just check my spotlight. It's right here with the, okay. We'll quickly save that for the later. Bitmoji on the left. So when you open this Bitmoji, since I'm already enabled, I have downloaded. What I would suggest you is you have to download Bitmoji and then sign into it with your email account, whichever email account, and a password. And once you do that, what it is going to ask you is, since I've already downloaded, it asks you, do you want to come in through a email, or do you want to come through a Snapchat? So if you have a Snapchat account, which is a social media account, it will give you more enabling facilitation. You can do that. There are a lot of filters in that available, which makes Bitmoji even more interesting. But nevertheless, if you sign, I have done it only through a regular Gmail ID, whichever ID if you enable it with, download it. What you will see over here, once you do that, follow my right hand side, it will quickly give you a Bitmoji app over here, extension, right? If you see over here, since I've downloaded it, if I tap on it on the right hand side, it will open my Bitmoji account, and see over here. And same thing I would like to point out, you can do it on your phone as well. So on your phone as well as on your laptop or on your tab. So over here, if you can see, my this thing is open, my Gmail account, my Bitmoji account, and I have various kinds of Bitmojis. So I have designed my Bitmoji. When you will get the Bitmoji account, I'm not going to spend that time, since I'm going to teach you the tool how you can use Bitmoji. But once you log into Bitmoji, it will give you options. Would you want to design yourself? That means you can choose the color of hair you want. Like for example, if I taken this as my Bitmoji, it asks me which color of hair I want, which kind of a dress code I want, long pants, short dress, tie, things like this, my eyebrows, my glasses. So I can kind of relate it to the kind of a person I am, the kind of a face cut it asks me. A lot of interesting features it talks about. You can design yourself. It's called the avatar. Right, digital avatar you can have. You can use it for your all media, social media accounts. But right now, today, Max Skill is going to show you how you can use Bitmoji to create a very interesting education tool. So moving on from here, since Bitmoji is another tutorial, I'm not going to look into. I'm going to show you Bitmoji downloaded, how we use Bitmoji into our educational purposes. So if I can quickly show you a couple of Bitmoji classes here. Let's see here. So like if you can see Bitmoji for Gmail now, and let me see if I can show you Bitmoji classes. Okay, let me quickly, here we go with this. And I'm going to write over here Bitmoji Classroom. And what it brings to you is a very interesting fact, that though we may think we are warming up to Bitmoji and virtual learning and virtual teaching currently, but the world across has done this a long while back. since a long while. Look at all these classrooms which have been set years back, months back, weeks back. We are just getting warmed up to the fact, but here are you, as you see, so many of the variety of classrooms. If you see, you might be teaching yoga, you might be teaching biology, you might be teaching media, you might be teaching history, you could be teaching Python, you could be teaching environment, name it, and there's a class. You could be teaching health and hygiene. You could be probably teaching sports, physical fitness, or anything. Bitmoji gives you an ecosystem in which you can create a classroom, customize it for yourself, for your set of target audience. That's your students, which could be as young as 6 years old, grade 1, or kindergarten, or university students, or adult citizens, in which you are doing adults, a global citizen who could be 30 years old, 40 or 50 or plus. So it's up to you that use your creativity with Bitmoji today, which we are going to have a walkthrough with max skills to understand. So just a glance over here, see the various kind of classes you can pick up your ideas from. Once you have finished from the journey that you and are going to embark on how to create a class, these classes will give you an idea of what more, right? So see various classes right over here. You can just pick and choose. One, your avatar. Second, what kind of things and what kind of classroom theme you want, right? So there are a whole lot of things for you to delve deep dive and pick. The choice is yours, and there's a lot more you can do. It's interactive classroom, it's a flipped classroom, it's a blended learning, it's amazing hybrid, blended, or a flipped classroom, a mix of all that, depending on you how you want it. Okay, so this was just a idea for you to see how many different kind of classes can be created. Now I'm moving over, taking you with me how to create that classroom. Okay, so two things I'm just going to repeat a bit. One, for creating your Bitmoji account, you need to enter through Chrome. Through Chrome, you create your Bitmoji account, create your avatar, you're ready, you have an extension downloaded and saved either in your phone, mobile, or in your laptop desktop. Now to create the classroom, what we need is the second thing, we need a Google slide. So the magic thing is, the magic that's going to happen is through Google Slides, we are going to create a magical interactive flipped classroom learning, a blended or a hybrid learning system, depending on both. So what I'm doing is I'm quickly going on my email ID right here. So if you go on your email ID, and you see this lovely 9 dots over here, right? On the, please follow my cursor on the right hand side. I'm going the lovely 9 dots of Gmail. Out of the Gmail, I would ask you to please switch on the tab on the Gmail, on the drive, Google Gmail Drive. Because why? Because we have to go on Google Slide. So two ways you can go on the slide. Either you go to the drive, or straight in your browser, you can write Google Slide. Let's see over here. Google.com. You can go over there, doodle.com, and then you can go into Google Slide. It's your choice. There are many ways you can enter this kind of a system. So my best way that I would suggest is, if you have right here, Google Slide is here, you can go open through that. If you see this yellow icon is a Google Slide icon. So I have opened my drive over here, and through my drive, I'm going to take you. So once I open my drive, I hit on this tab, new. Please look over here on my left, new. On the new, as I go down, there's a Google Slide icon, which is a yellow slide, which I showed you right now. Hit on that, and my Google Slide has opened. Okay, so Google Slide, we are right here, and I'm going to show you, I've already created one classroom for you, just for you to see what kind of a classroom that can be. And with you, I'm going to create a new one along these lines to get you into the idea of the things. Okay, so here's the classroom which has been created. Where? On Google Slides. How do you get into Google Slides? Variety of ways. Through your browser, hit right slide, Google Slide, go from there. Through your Gmail ID, enter your Google Drive. Into your Google Drive, on the left hand side, hit plus, scroll down, Google Slide, hit that, and this is what it opens at. Okay, so I hope you all are with me now at the step of creating an interactive blended learning, flipped classroom, or hybrid learning. Very, very fun and exciting. classroom through Bitmoji. Okay. Okay, good to go. Can I request you all to quickly write in your chat box, yes, if you are with me at this point, so that I know that all of you are hitting at the same point, and I can see that many of you are writing, okay, I can see yes, 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 fair enough. Okay, all right. Many people are saying yes. Interesting, very interesting. I can see many yes coming up. So do I take it as a signal that I can move ahead and probably look into creating the classroom? Okay, so here we go. Some people have asked me to hold for a moment. Not a problem. I'll hold for a moment till you are with me. Please open Google Slide, and so that we can start the work and create our interactive Bitmoji, very fun, very exciting classroom. Great. Starting off. So here are we, and when we go on this on Google Slides, on the left hand side, please follow my cursor. On the left hand side, open file, and you can hit the page new presentation, right? Get a new template or new presentation. I do it, and this is what it will look like. Giving it a moment to open, this is what it will look like. Okay, the plain blank presentation, it will look like that, this, and you should be opening up over here and quickly be creating a blank one for you to start making your slide. Okay, while we do that, I would like just quickly first, before you start making video, I'll show you what have I put into my Bitmoji Classroom to give you an idea what all can be added so that you are ready with the thought. So when I created my Bitmoji Classroom, as you can see over here, I opened a blank slide, just now what you did, and we'll do on hands-on right now, but showing you over here. So I thought I must have in a classroom a board, a whiteboard. So when we do that, what we have to do is I put on a classroom over here, a whiteboard, I added in that blank run. And before I put the classroom, I added some walls and some ceiling and floor, right? So a floor was created, a wall was created. As you can see, you can create different kinds of floors and different kinds of ceilings with that. Okay, so once that has been added, then you start adding the elements. So I added this whiteboard, and then I wrote on it, welcome to online teaching, which you can do 20th July, I added it, the date, you can add today's date, 21st. So once you do that, I can change the date to 21st July. And then if you see, I said, I'm going to take marketing strategies. So I can put the topic of the day. So what I'm trying to suggest to you, you can have a Monday class in which you're going to say marketing strategies. You're going to be talking about a lot about marketing, international marketing, or global marketing, whichever marketing. If you're going to have a history class, feel free to put that subject. If you're doing environment, put the topic of the day. And it does not stop over there. Now we'll make it more interesting. So when we do that, we start embedding some links. So when the child goes over there, we send an email to them that you have, please enter on Monday or a Tuesday. The Bitmoji class is ready for your marketing, and start exploring. So when the child comes over here and you said start exploring, the child hits over here and you see in the open space, and what does open out? The elements of a success. Suddenly something drops out. And here what we have, the various stepwise, 6 stepwise features of exploring marketing strategies. And how did it come? Simple. We embedded this link into the name of the topic of the day, the class of the day. And I'll show you when I create the class with you. This is just to show you what can be done. So the student, when he does this, he copies a link from here, edit link, he copies a link from here. That's a link right here. And when he copies, he on his own, at his home front, and in his own space, in his own time, studies about that link, about the various strategies that you have put for him. He studies through all these 6 kind of things, and then meets you in a yet different hybrid class or blended or flipped class learning over Zoom over Google Meet or any of the platform that you are comfortable with the student, and then you discuss with him or her, the class, the group of 20, 40, 60, or 2, 3, 4, as much, or a presentation can be created out of there. The student is given an assignment. These is a link. Go through them, create a case study, choose what you want. But this is one of the beautiful ways you can start embedding links into the various elements. Moving on. So that's one. Now let's see, I have put these beautiful flower pots just to make my class more vibrant and interesting, and of course environmental, fresh and good. And I put this thing, I'll show you how to do this. Hey, that's me. I generally love to drink tea and coffee in my class, and that's my avatar is. So you can customize the avatar. As I show you over here, right here on my right, remember we created the Bitmoji extension. And when you do that, you can pick up upon the theme, upon the mood of the class, upon the class that you are going to do it. You can create that kind of it and use your avatar to add into any one of the elements. So this is the way I have created. This is the kind of various avatars that I have. And that there are a lot of themes, if you can see. You can have a friendly class, you can have a quiz class, and pick any one of them and stay safe right now in the COVID-19, or as many avatars you can have a Bitmoji and place them as where you want according to the theme. Here's another one, U is equal to QT pi, depending on the kind of the subject that you are teaching, right? So, and now we have a laptop here. Let's see, is there anything in laptop? Here, there's another link over here. And what's that? Something very inspirational. Let's look over here. There's a YouTube link embedded in the laptop. And whose YouTube link it is? Sundar Pichai's inspirational video. Follow your passion. So student is supposed to, you can give the assignment to student and say in the laptop, go look up your assignment in the Bitmoji class. And he looks up the laptop, he hits it over here, and drops down with the drop down menu, opens the Sundar Pichai inspirational link, YouTube link. He copies the link, and then he can just quickly go on this. If I can show you the link over here, apply, he can quickly apply and see the video in the YouTube, which how did it come over there? You embedded it. So if you all can care to do that, I'm just trying to open the link quickly for you. And meantime, by the time it opens, I'll take you ahead and come back to this link as it opens and show you that here, I think it's already opening, but just a moment. Okay, so through the link there, it's opened in my here. So through your classroom which you created, you went into Sundar Pichai's inspirational video, follow your passion, motivational speech. Do it for any of the leadership icon that you want to give insights to your student as a case study, as a motivational thought, and the child goes there and listens to it, and then you come back and have a discussion on the topic that you're having a discussion, right? So just stopping it here, that was just to give you an idea. Going back. So that was in the laptop. Let's see what more I have over here. So you see I've put a book stand over here, bookshelf, and if I tap on one of the books over here, it says The Secret, an audio book, one of the very, very famous book, and I made it an audio book. As I said like I said in the beginning, we are trying to be in times. Our students today who are very, very strongly into technology, we also have decided to take the walk with them and be strongly in times. So here we have an audio book for them, right? Reading is one aspect, audiobook is another aspect, been there for a longest while. So you get any of the books that you want your student to be enabled with, put the audiobook link embedded in that book, and the child is given an assignment or just a read up. You say, okay, come on, read chapter 1 or chapter. It could be a biology book, it could be a chemistry book, it could be physics book, it could be, as I said, a law book, anyone you decide. We want to make it audio, your want. We want to PDF, your choice. I just decided to put an audio book. And if I hit it over here, it's opening up on my slide for you and me to see how interestingly we have embedded. We let it open meantime, and there it is opening The Secret. The book has opened. It's an audio book, and the student can listen. You can say, we are going to listen to chapter 1, and we are going to have a discussion, and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to halt it for a while and come back to my main home page. All right. So that was one book. Now let's look at what is the next book. There's another, I've kept 2 books over there. Feel free to put 5 PDFs, 5 audiobooks, 5 whatever you choose, you want as the topic of the day, as what you want the student to be studying and reading. Let me see what's in this one. When I say that's another YouTube link I put, it's another one beautiful book. But what I've done, instead of giving the audio link, I put a trailer. And the book is The Giver, which is an amazing one book, which is starring Benton Thwaites, Jeff Bridges. So I put a movie trailer, so the student is expected to go over there and probably then have a discussion in the classroom through Zoom, through breakout rooms, or whichever platform you want. Let me quickly show you how do we do this. So the link has been embedded of the movie, The Giver. The trailer has been embedded. The student will open this, go over here, and that's the trailer. They watch it, come back to it, have a discussion, one-to-one, one-to-many, training rooms, or as you want with the student. You can have a brainstorming session. Then left to you how you want to do it. So once you start this, they can watch this and come back to you. Okay. So moving on to the next thing that we look at. I'm stopping the video right now. You see there too these posters. Generally in our classroom, we always try to have some interesting posters up in the classroom, in the physical classroom that we always had. So I put two lovely motivational posters. And if I hit one over here, it again opens yet new link for me. And what it is talking about, it's about Steve Jobs. I put up a case study over here. Steve Jobs and story of Apple. So one of the days when you're planning to do some case study, that's how you again do it. So if I open this link, it takes me to the complete Steve Jobs experience, learning, and the story of Apple, of what this whole story, how Steve Jobs went into it and how it happened, and his learnings and our thoughts and his thoughts on it. And then you can create a case study out of it. So beautiful, amazing variety of segments that you can put depending on the topic of the day. So here we had Steve Jobs. I've just stopped that for you. And there's a yet another poster and one of the last ones. Let me show you here. What do I have? It's a motivational, I just in morning today was attending one webinar. I was on the panel of EduMate TV, and they were talking that today a lot of mental health is taking a toll in adults and youngsters and all people across all ages. So it's good to have a motivational quote for your students. It's very, very helpful for them in these very trying times. So here I put one of 100 quotes, and the quote of the day is, "Tough times don't last. Tough people do." So yes, you and I and our students together, you become the facilitator, you become their mentor, you become their guru of the day when you tell them, tough times my child won't last, but tough people do. So be the tough one, be the emotionally strong one, and don't give in. This too shall pass. So any one of the quotes, feel free. I've embedded this over here. If I can just open this poster for you quickly to have a look, and then moving on till while it opens up. So this was a few of the things that I have added in my Bitmoji interactive flipped classroom, blended classroom. You make it later on when it opens up to actually physical planes one-to-one, then it can be used as a hybrid model. Till then, it's a blended model, blended learning model, flipped classroom model, name it and you do it, but a digital journey of yours and me as an educator. Now I'm going to, so I hope you have got a taste of it. I was just trying to whet your appetite to show how you can add as many things. Now we are going to start creating this classroom. Okay. So I'm going to start this creating, and I'm going to add few of these things out of the same thing what you saw, so that you get an idea, and then it was left to you to decide how many more ideations you can add into it. If you're doing yoga, pick up a Bitmoji who could be a yoga teacher. In my one of the next classes, which I will be doing, I'll be creating one of the animated Bitmoji classroom jumping. And I've also like to state over here that this Bitmoji classroom can be integrated into Google Classroom. So if you have taken the tutorial and it is in Max Skills, you can go down. I'll put in the description. If you go on the Max Skills education YouTube videos, you'll find a lot of our teaching, our learning, training modules on Google Classrooms, Edmodo and all. So you can use this setup completely as a part of a Google Classroom, create an animated series, create this embedded series, and make it very interactive and interesting model to reach out your child. So well, so this is my model, my avatar, and we are now just quickly going to create a one. So I'm taking a one moment for you to embed, absorb, understand, And now quickly hit with me and let's start creating the new Bitmoji. So I hope you all are here with me on the plain blank slide to start with the Bitmoji Classroom learning. Okay, so on these lines, let's create together. I request all of those who are doing the hands-on training to come up with a plain blank slide. So how do you do it? On the slideshow, either go in the file or you just hit on this plus icon. Please follow my cursor on the left, hit on the plus icon and you hit it and you get this plain slide. Once you get the plain slide, just click on this and make a complete clean face of it. What did I do? I just created this whole one thing by putting my cursor on it, and it created a plain slide. Okay, so once this is ready, now we are going to insert the various amazing elements of our Bitmoji classroom. Give me a moment, I'm just having a sip of water. Wonderful. So if you are there with me, let's start. When we do this, let's say insert. When we say insert, image, where did I do? Please go on again. Insert right up here, image, hit the tab image. It says search the web. Hit on that, search the web. Go on the right side and a lot of images are coming up here. Which image, which element you want to add. So as I said, first on this plain flooring, that plain slide we have to put up a floor and a wall. So let's say wall and floor, background. Now, while you do this, wait on, hang on, just wait on. What we need to do is, we just write over here, black background. Okay, let me show you tiles color combination. For living room, anyone listening, if you do it, when you do this, a lot of few pictures are going to come up, right? Slide down, just slide down and identify which one you are happy with. Pick up any one of your choice, right? Pick this up. If you want to do a living classroom, background classroom, there'll be many options that comes up. Feel free to pick up any one of them as you think the kind of class you want to create. It's a blank class, sitting class, depends on the elements you want to throw in, right? So feel free if you want a distinguishable element with lights and all. There are lot of features and lot of kind of classes available. So pick anyone. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to say plain. 1 second, we are going to say floor and wall, right? Floor and wall tiles. Okay, let's say what are coming in tiles. I'm going to pick one up, right? Let me take, which one I would like to take is a very plain one with a interesting feature. I'm happy to take this. Okay, so or no walls. I think I don't want any walls in this, so I'll just get the tiles out. I'm just trying to show you the various things and options that you have. So since this has opened up, let me quickly take, okay, let me quickly take a brick and wooden, right? Once you hit identify the which we want, just scroll down and it says over here, if you scroll down, you'll see over here, insert, right? Tap on the insert and you will find a beautiful wall and floor opening right in your slide. Just drag it, drag the corners up, ensure that it touches the corners of the slide so that it opens into the full view, and there it is, right? So we have the complete full view ready with us in the slide format that is expected to be, and there it is, we are ready. Now our classroom, a basic, very rustic look is ready. Now there's a lot of fun classrooms are made on this. If you find the youth connect to this brick and mortar look and the wooden flooring, so I've just chosen for that. Feel free to pick anyone. Now within this, I want to put what I need to put is first a whiteboard as usual. In a class, a whiteboard is required. So again, we go on insert, image, search the web. And when I search verb, on the right hand side, now what you need to do is you write the word T whiteboard. Okay, we write the word whiteboard. But why we do that? Please don't give me a moment. Don't hit on it. What you need to write before this is, please notice, you need to write over here transparent. One second, this transparent. P-A-R-E-N P-A-R-E-N-T, transparent whiteboard, right? Now, why do we write transparent whiteboard? Simply because whenever we pick on any elements or the thing that we're going to put in a class, it comes with a particular background. So either you need to go on yet another tool to remove the background, and we know there's a tool available, but that will be a yet heavier process for you to do. So to make things simplified, please write transparent and then the element's name. It gives you a blank element which you can put anywhere in the classroom, and it will beautifully blend with the floor or the wall that you have in the classroom. So let me do this transparent whiteboard. I do this, and let's see which one opens up. Quite a few. Have a pick whichever you want. I'm scrolling down for your benefit to have a look. So I'm going to pick up simply one of the top ones. I've just picked up one. Feel free to pick up any one of them. And after having picked up, that will take it a moment for it to come here. Then what you need to do, you need to resize it. Obviously, it can't take almost 3/4 of the class. So resize every element. It is like you're decorating your class. You're putting things of utility in your class. So let's resize this, right? I'm just putting it back as a size that I would want on my wall. You can take it as much up or as much low, right? How? I think that's perfect. Looks good. Feel free. I hope all of you are with me in the hands-on experience of creating this class. One we picked up the wall and the floor. Now I put a whiteboard. So my whiteboard is ready. Now the next one. So as you saw, if I show you I want to show you this feature, how to put this beautiful background and the window. So that's what I'm going to show you, because it gives you a very open environment. It gives you a interesting landscape to look at. So let me show you how to do that, right? Okay, so what we're going to do, again, go back to insert, image, and search the web. Go back here, transparent. Remember, transparent always remains. You can keep changing the element's name, but transparent remains. So now I'm going to write transparent window there, and I tap it. We are waiting for the windows to come there. Pick up any one of the windows we have, right? So what I'm going to do, since it goes a nicely this one, I'm going to pick up, perhaps this is almost closing, open window. This looks good perhaps, right? Or should we look into another interesting one, maybe? Okay. Maybe this one is nice. Okay, let's have this. And we let it come for a moment. Color combination, element combination, absolutely your choice, the way you want it. It almost looks like a door to me. A window, you can cut it short, or you want to create a door out of it. You can even feel free to create a door or a smaller window. Feel free how you want it. So I'm just placing that. Okay, here's my window, and it's got a complete ready background. That's one. Another aspect, how to create a background behind it. Now let me show you. So I'm going to show you two ways. One, here, this is a window which has a beautiful background to show. Would you pick up a window which doesn't have a background? Let me show you this. So I'm going to just move this over here for a moment, and then we can probably delete it later if you want. But I'm going to show you yet another window. So quickly showing you yet another image to create a background. Insert, image, search the web, and I said window. Here we go, window glass. Did it come in window glass? No, we don't want glass. We want a window. And then I do it tap. I think it's happy telling me window glass, right? But I want a window. Now, would I want this as a window? Now, this is coming up, and I tap insert. Now I'm going to show you how you add a background to it, because that's a very interesting way. I would like you all to learn about this. So I'm just quickly resizing it. Now see, this is just plain. It doesn't have a background. And that's what I'm trying to attempt to show you how to add background, but I'm just right now resizing it, creating a window up there. So here's my window. I'm just going to put it in one corner. And now what we do is we need to put a background, a beautiful landscape. Let's see. I'm very excited to do that. Are you? Glad. Image. I'm going on image, search the web, tap, and I'm to say landscape. Landscape. You can write a rainbow, you can write sea, whatever you want to write, whichever. And here I wrote a landscape, and so many landscapes have opened up. Pick up any one of the beautiful sunny days, and I'm sure the student would love, you would love to be in a room which has a very interesting greens or blues or lovely earthy features. It just gives you a lot of peace and happiness and joy. So I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to take this. Feel free to do whichever. Here I picked up, and I'm going to resize it. Please note how it is being done. I'm resizing it. I'm taking it to my window, and I'm resizing it yet. And then what I am going to do is, once this has been resized enough, let me also mention that it needs a little nimble fingers, a little patience, a little nimble fingers. That means you need to be a very effective with your fingers to be able to handle this. But let me also assure you, with a due practice of 1 or 2 times, you will be able to do it amazingly. So once your picture is here, what you need to do is just tap the right side on the, do the right click. Once do the right click, if you see the right click, you go, there's a lot of drop down menu, go to order. Once the order comes up, the menu, say send backwards. And there my whole this thing has gone backwards. And now you quickly fit it to the window size. And my landscape has entered my window beautifully. Right, there it is. And I'm ready. I'm beautiful. Did you like it? I love it. I just simply love creating these kind of things, and I'm sure it's very exciting and fun when you may be sitting in one small cubicle of a classroom or one small studio room or one of your own uh, rooms of the house where maybe this kind of a setup is obviously not there, neither is there in my house, but we are able to create amazing classroom without investing on the real estate, without really going to exotic places, and yet we are going to create fun and exciting classroom. Give me a thumbs up, give me right in the chat box I can, to tell me yes, you all can. And I'm very happy to know that you are empowered and you are ready to take on the world to be a digital teacher with a fun and exciting tool right here. Put it down there in the chat as you are doing it. Great. So I can see a lot of messages coming up, and I'm happy to note that lot many people are very excited and giving me, yes, you can. Oh, nice. I can. Yes, Aparna, Mahesh Kumar, Jayati, Durga, very nice. I'm loving it when you are as much enjoying it. Great. So we got a lovely landscape ready on the left and the right, but moving on. Okay. So let's see what more we can add. So let's hear, in a class, definitely we need a bookshelf, we need a laptop. So I'm going to go on the same element that I showed you in my class. So you know, you kind of ready to thought what we have seen and we can create. So let me create a bookshelf. Bookshelf, right? Remember, transparent has to be written over there, or you'll get a element which will have its own hues and colors. Then you got to go to another one tool to remove the backdrop and then embed it over here. We don't want to do that. Just write transparent, add the element name. So I'm writing transparent bookshelf, and here on my right, lot of bookshelves. Hey, lot of books, man, lot of books, as many. And you see, this is the one which I had picked up in my classroom. I think this was one of the one which I had picked up, but I can pick and choose any one which you want. I can pick up the one which are ready, and so on and so forth, and then later on place the book. And we're just creating a banner, an icon. You can just pick this one. It's just an amazing way to show teacher is ready and are you ready too. So if I could just do this, let me also pick this up, insert, and I'm going to use this on my, wait, I'll show you how we're going to use this. I'm going to resize it, And I'm going to put it on my, 1 second, I'm going to just quickly resize it and put it as one of the yet more resizing. Okay. And probably use it as one of the small features over here, right? It just probably, I need to resize it a little bit more, very tiny wee bit, just a tiny wee bit. And it just, and add on one element which gives a classroom look to my class. Fantastic. We can embed a link into this. There's a teacher, the teacher glasses, a phone, very equated to the online teaching methodology. When a phone is shown over there or a laptop, choose what you want. Moving on. Image, search the web. And now I'm actually going to go on, as we said, we were looking for a bookshelf. Let me see a bookshelf which I can pick up. I can also, this is the one which I had picked up for my earlier class, which I had designed. See here, right here, this is one I picked up. You can choose to create this. Okay, let me do this. Okay, I can pick this up and insert, and it's coming up here, right? A beautiful one, very well lit. Only I need to now, this is, I have to resize it first. Let's resize it, then we'll decide where we want to keep it. So let's resize it. And probably what we can do is we can just put it on this window, because that window I just created for you to show you how you can have a window. So I put it over there, right? You can also delete that window and add on this, but I've just let it be over here just to show it can be done. Its choice is yours. You are the decision maker. You are the creator of this new classroom. Without expenses on the real estate and the bookshelves and the lovely furniture, the things are ready. There you have a whole half a wall which is filled up with lights and beautiful bookshelf. How interesting it looks. And see the color, the blend in the room is so amazing. I think I want to sit in this room for hours and study and read. Okay, lovely. I really love this classroom. Moving on. Next image, what should we put? Let's put a, what can we have now? How about some plant? Indo plant. Okay, let's do that. Indo plant. Okay, I think there we have Indo plant. Pick any one, and we can probably have this one, or let me see if there's a tall one available. It will add a color to my, just let's quickly pick this up. Any one of them, pick up any. So maybe I am going to just quickly pick up this one. I think I really like this green. It will fit very well with the theme of my class. And here it is coming up. I'm going to resize it. Remember, resizing just needs to be done little effectively, depending where you want to place it, how you want to place it, and it can go there. You can make it big, you can make it small, as much as you feel like. And there my green thing is ready, and probably I'm going to just fix it here. Right, it's just right here, well placed. And maybe I can also do another one image of a plant, and tall plant. I can write Indo tall plant, right? So it's your choice how, what you want, how interesting you want your class to be, and what thing you want to draw, put it in to make it more fun, interesting. And maybe if you're having a class on plants or biology, or things to do with nature, and you want to teach plants and colors, yeah, and colors also, feel free to pick up your as many plants, and you can show it here, the element that you want, right? So now I think I would like to have is maybe something like, probably this could be a fun one. It will add color to my class. So remember, if it's a blank background, which I started off deliberately with to show how you can add color to it. When I started with my floor and my wall, you must have wondered, oh my, that's such a blank and boring classroom. What is going to create as? So see how we have beautifully added a lot of color to it, made it look very interesting, and created some fun things on it. And now you can just resize it and further down, and probably just put it right here on the floor. And would you want, you can even put a chair or a stool over here. Okay, we leave the plants over here. Now we are quickly going to get a chair for the okay, so we have tall plants done. Now quickly let's get some chair or a rug or a couch. C-O-U-C-H. I'm getting a couch. So we're quickly getting a couch. There are a lot of couches available. Pick any one you want. You can change the color of the couch. As you said, you can also resize them. Feel free to pick up anyone. Since I've got a blank background, I might as well pick something which goes well with it. And I'm happy to have, let me see, perhaps I'm going to take this one, two-sized one, and then resize it again. Right here, I'm resizing it. And once I resize it, it's gone really tiny. I need to make it a little bigger. This is, we can even make a size wee bit bigger. And that side. And now once we do it, what we need to do it, quickly right click, rotate, flip. Here's a rotate. When the right click, flip horizontally and see what happens. Again, right click and rotate and flip vertically. Let's play with it. It gone up? No. Do you want this? So when you do this, you need to see, sometimes you want to create architectural things. Where the class, we did that with the teacher who said, I want to put my elements on the other way and let my students experience how things look from a 360 degree, right? So depends on them how you want to do it. So she created a very interesting class and actually learned a lot over there when she said, I want to create a class and have fun with the elements, how to rotate. So you can actually animate it, you can rotate it and do a lot of fun things with it. And that's what we are trying to show you when we create elements of this nature, that this is how you create an order. And you can flip horizontally, flip. So there are a lot of features that is available to you to look into. So as I said, this is what you can do right now. And if you want to animate, there's animate features, format options. You can put a color, you can have a color, you can have adjustments, you can have a position, you can show which color you want to top left. So there are a lot of format options that you can do over here. If you see, there's a lot of on the right hand side menus available, and you can do that. There's the size also, right? So how much size you want? You want to really, if it depends on the class that you are creating, and you can definitely do all those kind of things. And then center on the page horizontally, vertically. So this write down menu allows us to play with the feature that is there and have a creation of the element that we like to do and move it in the aspect that we would like to have it. So here we have now done this, and we just move it on the right hand side, and we can flip over here with this thing and create a little cursive way where we would like our couch to be placed. So my couch is ready, and I put it over here on one side and just twisting it a little sideways so that it can be seated over here. And I'm just going to say, so that's my couch over here, and there's a bookshelf behind, and you see there's a space where the icon go behind. Now let me get a laptop over here quickly. So image, upload from the web. Now, would you have some images if you're creating these classrooms often? My suggestion is keep saving the lovely elements that you would like, but you're not using it now. You can save it on your computer. And if you can go, then later insert image. You can also upload from your computer. Would you have some elements, lovely pictures, some plants, or whatever icons that you thought were fun, interesting, but not to be used now? Save on computer, use those JPEG picture, PNG images later. But right now we are showing you from the web. So here we are, couch. I'm going to write transparent. laptop. Okay, you can have a, if you're showing talking teaching photography, right? If you're teaching editing, feel free to get a photography unit. You can get a a DSLR camera. You can get any, whatever the idea being, whatever subject you are teaching, create your theme of your class and put the elements as per that. So right now, going to the laptop, there it is. I have transparent laptop. Remember, laptop transparent, we must write. So here's a laptop, as many for you. Feel free to pick up. So anyone, I just pick up one of them and I'm good to go with it, with this one. No, no, I think I will go with perhaps this one, right? And I say insert is coming up, and there comes the insert. My laptop is coming up in a moment, and there's my laptop. I'm resizing it. Just remember, when you're going to do your resizing, sometimes you might find, oh, the image is just not fixing right, and you might find a little frustration. Don't get upset. Give it a moment, practice a couple of times, and your fingers will set how to handle the resizing. Initially, maybe 1-2 times, you might find it a little challenging, but I completely assure you, 2 days or 2 practices, and you will be able to handle the resizing very effectively. So I've got my laptop here. I think it's still too big for the couch, and I resize it and I put it on my couch. There. It's sitting very happily on my couch, good to go. Now, what else can I put on my over here? So let me say I can probably do here and say I want some interesting posters, some motivational posters. So insert, image, web, and I say motivational posters. And let's see what opens up here. In a moment, it's taking a while to load up. And then soon, as we are kind of populated, as soon as we have populated our classroom, then we are going to start putting the elements, that is of embedding the links. That's the where it is going to come up very fun. When, as per the subject you are teaching, you are going to put the links of that thing. So here are the posters. Keep calm and carry on as whichever you want it, depending whatever that you have it. Sometimes you're teaching, you're having a fest and you're having things created on the, pick up into that. You're having something on sports, pick up on that. So feel free and you can do that. Let me have this. Insert, team building. If you have just a session on team building, feel free to pick this up. Very colorful, very exciting, very interesting. And you can just resize it and actually place it on your here on your whiteboard. I put it over here. It's fun. It's interesting. It makes my whiteboard also look colorful, and it's giving a message to my class: team building, united we stand, diversity, unity in diversity. Whatever the message, feel free to pick up. Now I'm going to quickly insert my one of the last things, and then we'll start doing our links. I'm sorry, it went into computer. Um, just a second. Okay, so we're going to insert image and upload from the web, and we are going to say chair, chair, chair for a teacher to sit, perhaps chair or a couch to sit. So pick up any one of the teacher chair that you want, a relaxing chair. Feel free to pick up any one of the teacher chair, and generally this is the teacher chair we generally have in the classes. So if you're having a beach theme, fun theme, see, there's a chair like this, depends on what you want to have it, right? So let's pick up one of the simplest factors, and I'm probably going to have a simple, this teacher. I like color. I truly like color, and I think color adds vibrancy to life, right? uh, Especially given the fact now the life has become a little still, and we need to make it cheerful and interesting. So here it is, my teacher's chair, and I can just place it and I'm good to go. Okay, so we got a chair here, we got a couch here. I can probably move the couch a little bit here. And now my class is effectively well populated. Now I need to have another few maybe image, and now we can start putting the links. So let's say from if I'm going to put a link and I have to go to, if I say things that I have on my base. If I have something in my fun and exciting tool, I've got some stuff saved up and I'm going to show from there. Probably I can pick up things from here. Otherwise, I think I can quickly pick up from my online factors, and I'm going to actually go there and show you how you do it. I'm going to go here and I'm going to actually open a YouTube. I'm going to go right YouTube, right? I've opened YouTube. And when I open on YouTube, it's getting opened up. Let's say I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about a topic which is a lot dealing with, um, what do you like to pick up a topic? Maybe we can have, if you're talking about just animations, right? And or talking about small kindergarten, here are the videos that you have on this thing. Honestly, I teach university students, and sometimes I actually open Tom and Jerry videos and teach them a lot of things from there. A lot of things. I teach media and advertising. I pick up a lot of these videos and talk about how these things are reaching our target audience, make it very interesting and things. So it depends on you what you want to pick up. So I'm going to quickly write over here, environment, and let's see what kind of videos open. I'm going to take a link of that and open about environment and how to keep it clean. So maybe this thing is one of them. And if I'm going to teach in an animation version, here is it. If I'm going to vision little more interesting about pollution, pick any one, and I'm going to take bad for environment. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to. Hello everyone, and welcome to the fifth and final video of. Yes, I'm going to take this as are electric cars worse for the environment? So I'm talking about cars, and I'm talking about environments. And are they bad or not? This is what the topic is. So once I've taken the link, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably embed it in my this thing. So I in that team building poster or the icon that I put. Now how to do it? So remember, once you have populated your class, now I'm quickly showing you how to put the links. What you need to do, whether you're putting a YouTube link, a poster book link, a PDF link, or any of the other things that you have, a website link, copy the link, and whichever icon that you want to use the link to be put on, highlight it. So I've just highlighted this. Once you've highlighted it, click right, and you have all these things formatted. Open, close it. It will again go on this feature. Go up there and write on insert, and after insert, go drop down and the written link. I'm repeating the process. I'm here showing you how to embed the links once you have populated your class. What do you do? Identify the link of a YouTube video, of an audiobook, of a website, or anything, content, PDF that you want to have your student get ready in a flipped classroom or blended learning. Come to your classroom which you have created, highlight that particular icon where you want to embed the link. When you have highlighted it, go on the left, go on the insert, tap insert, go down, tap down, and there's something written as link. Hit on the link. The moment that link opens, copy CTRL V, paste it. The link has been pasted, and just hit apply. That's it. Simply, that's it. And the link has gone inside this. Let me show you. If you hit this thing, your link opens up. Are electric cars worse for the environment? Myth busted. So when you tell your students, today we are going to talk about electric cars and how they are harmful, or there's a myth related to that, and I want you to study on that, and let's start our class. Go on the icon of team building and study there. The child knows when they open the class, team building. Once team building, he has to identify which is team building. So you're having a two-pronged strategy. He needs to identify team building. Once he goes there, He hits there and this thing opens. He opens the video, touches here, within from your class, the link opens up. You don't have to step outside your class. The student doesn't have to open. The link open up. The student studies the whole topic of the day that we have given him, and the complete discussion is given over here. I'm closing it just for your, it was just for your demonstration, and I'm going back. So this is how you start embedding your links. Fun? Excited? Yes, great. Please put on this I can if you have followed how to put the links, embed your links into the various elements that you have populated your class. I would like you to request you to put in your chat box, I learned. Please put there. Let me see how many people have figured it out, and I can see responses coming up. Yes, I can quickly see a lot of responses coming up. Great. Um, Yes, okay. I learned Mahesh Kumarji, Nuzat, Shilpa, great, wonderful one. I'm very happy to see that you have actually learned, and it's not rocket science that we're talking about. Somebody read, I learned 90%. I assure you, one practice more, and you're going to learn 100%. In fact, I'm sure in next class you'll be teaching me, Sangeeta, let me show you some tips how to do further. Great. Now let's look into this YouTube, what we can do, or we can put in one of the books. Now remember, when you have these books, if I hit any of the books, nothing is working, right? We have to put a book from the outside element and add a book over here, or within this whole bookshelf, put a link. So this bookshelf is ready. We can put a link here, or in unpopulated bookshelf, put a book and then embed a link the way you saw here. If I show you, go back to my earlier classroom, I had taken this bookshelf, I had taken this book link. How? Insert a web icon, the magic I had shown you over here. If I touch it back again, audiobook, the secret, how I done it, I had again gone insert, and I had taken insert and image and upload from the search from the web, and I'd said, let me show you the secret, right? And the secret book will come over here, right? The secret, one second, this is some secret has come, secret book, and the secret book will come over here, and that is what you will embed over here. The book is coming up as very interestingly, the secret book. Let's see if it's coming up by Hoald, Roald. And if refuses to come here, there's a jet new way. Go on your browser, right over here, the secret, and you get it over here, the secret book, right? The secret there. So many secrets here. Now, what do you do it? Let me show you another way how to handle this effectively. You got a secret book over here. You got the link over here. You got a preview here. You can happily, if I have to see the secret official website, you can go over here. If the book has to be bought by the student, you can take them on that link. If you want them to on the secret by Rhonda Byrne, or if you want them to read it, so you can go to Wikipedia as well and let it open up over here. And then you can just quite quickly take this link, see, and then go back on this training and over here, embed this link into the book right here. So what I've done, I've got this thing. Of course, this was the audiobook I had, and I can show you I can got the audiobook. So I say audiobook on the audiobook, the secret in my cursor, in my browser, and the audiobook should come up in a while. It's coming up. It's taking a moment to upload. And the moment it comes up, you can take the link of this book and upload in your book stand where it can be taken for the student. It's uploading in a moment, but this is exactly how you do it. This is the book, and this is how I embedded a link. I highlighted it. I went on the insert. I went on the link, and I put my link over here of the audiobook. Let me see if it's already come up. Yeah, right here. So audiobook, The Secret. This is the audiobook, the secret book. That audio link is this there. And I've taken this link exactly. This is an audiobook. I've taken this link and let me, for your benefit, insert this link. And if you see, there are a lot of more rich. I've also loved this book, Rich. I would suggest Rich Dad, Poor Dad Summary. Also, another one of the very interesting, the animated book is shown. So have your pick. Very, very interesting books over here. Positive energy book. A lot of any book you can do it, and then embed it. Let me embed it over here in the new classroom that we have populated. So this is yet another one classroom I had done. I was doing energy cycles over here. So this is the various elements that I populated it with, but this is the what we do together. So maybe in the bookshelf, I highlight it and then say insert, go into the link and put my CTRL-V and apply. This is again a YouTube link of the audiobook Secret has gone. So when the child goes over there and say, today we are having a discussion on The Secret, a very motivating book on your life passions, on how you see universe reacting or responsive to what you want, and you can have a session on them. They just hit this and they open this link and they can go on the YouTube, watch that book, have an audio link to this, and that's how you go on. Now, quickly looking into the this web thing. So let me show you what we can put over here. Go on the browser and let's say environment, since we talked about environment. And since we're talking environment protection, I'm going to come up with pollution, and I'm going to say images, right? So I'm hitting the images, and I can just say this is very lot of images which are very visual. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000,000,000 words, right? So you can pick up whichever picture, and I think this is very interesting based on the pollution. So I'm going to hit this, and once this comes up, probably I'm going to take this image, very, very interesting, and I can take this and let's see how this comes up. Very interesting picture. And what are the various types of environmental pollution? See, it has a whole write-up and pollution, and I'm going to quickly take this as a link for the my water type of environmental pollution. Go back into my training classroom, which I have created with you. Take my either the couch, whichever element that you so desire. I'm taking my laptop, highlight it, insert, and back into the link. Just quickly apply Ctrl-V and apply. And the link, what are the types of environment? So when the child, when say today we have a discussion on environment and the various kinds of pollution, please look up your laptop. You've given this hint to the child and the student, when they go to the class, laptop is here because you talked about laptop. The child touch bases here, and this are the what are type various kinds of environment he opens up with the image and with the complete details. He reads up, and then they can have a group study, group brainstorming session, air pollution, water, all the kinds of pollution, everything listed here. You can then take it ahead and have a presentation created or whatsoever that your time, factory, thermal, all details are there. So that's again left to you. So this is the way that I would say a lot of links that you can create. If I like I've written the exploring marketing strategies straight away, like when you can how to write over here. Let me show you here. If we are doing this quickly looking into this, we create this work, and when we have to write a text on it, we go on the text box. Please, over here on the right left we have a text box. Come over here, create a small text box, and within this text box you can write what the title that you would like to keep it. Welcome the class, write whatever you want. How did I do it? I repeat, I went on the left hand side text box, got it here, dragged it over here, my cursor, created a text box, and I can write from my keyboard, welcome to environment class discussion, right? So I've written here, I just ensure that I fix it well. So I broaden it, and it's there in my complete class discussion. right? So here again, you have a choice. You can embed another one link into this. Just fix it right. So whatever the topic of discussion that you have, the theme of your class, feel free to do it. And you can embed yet another link into it the way I did it over here in my first class. If you see, we did exploring market strategies. I wrote the name of the class, I wrote a date, and then embedded a link over here, elements of success. So feel free likewise to do it in your this topic discussion. Again, you can go back on your uh, any one of these things. You can pick up any one of the topics on discussion on environment or solutions to the environment. You can choose to write the theme and embed within this link. So this is from my end, and now I'm open to questions. I'm quickly going to show you once again. These are the posters that we said, the element Steve Jobs as a case study. This is the motivational quote that we showed you. If I hit over here, feel free the elements. This is the topic of the day where you had the 6 various kind of exploring marketing strategies talked about for discussion groups. And here we had 2 books. One was on Steve Jobs, one was on the Giver trailer, YouTube. And this way we showed you how to create a beautiful backdrop and a window. Again, this I showed you how to do Sundar Pichai. I put a embedded video of Sundar Pichai inspiration. Feel free to do whatsoever you are to do it. Now, last but not the least, how to put your avatar. And that will be the last thing I'm going to show. So right up here, the Bitmoji thing that we have created. And now you open this. It's just opening up, taking a second to open up my Bitmoji. It's acting smart with, right? And let me see, there it's opening up. Now I'm going to get my avatar and set it, post it anywhere behind. In one of my next classes, I'm going to create an animation with it, and perhaps you can have it. So just drag it, right? And you can probably say over here. Okay, my avatar is coming up. Again, I just resize my avatar, and you can put it here, and that's it. I'm out. I'm walking out from my class. It depends whatever way that you wanted, the theme that you would like to have it. Feel free to pick as many kinds of Bitmoji avatar that you would want and create your very interactive, very interesting, very fun and exciting classroom. I love to make these kind of classrooms. I'm sure you would equally have as much fun as we do it. If you want to talk about mask, let me show you the mask thing, right? And here it, if you're talking about currently how to be maintaining your messages for the day, that's wearing a mask, right? How to be maintaining these kind of issues and concerns. Here is something a Bitmoji wearing your mask. So you can happily create something of this nature. And here it is with me. I'm wearing a mask and I'm talking about environment, health, hygiene, and things like that. So you can just do this. And if I want to show you over here, I'm putting this over here. I'm going to take it behind because this is just the face. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show right click and order send backwards. So this thing has gone behind the couch. What did I do? I dragged the Bitmoji mask icon here. I did this. I right clicked it, order, send backwards. If you see on the screen, send backwards. So what happened? The lady, the icon, the avatar went behind the couch. So you can have any one ways. You can create this going ahead, going out of the class. You can have one over here. Left to you and your creativity what you want to do. So that was from my end for Max Skills and the fun and exciting classroom. I'm coming back, and I hope you have good, just the 2-3 classroom that I thought this was the energy classroom that we did on meditation. So the kind of elements you see that we created over here and the books that we kept over here. This was of course the marketing strategies and fun and exciting. This one we just created right now. And as I showed into one of my other classrooms, there are as many classrooms. You can pick up your ideas, be as much creative, go and look into as many classrooms, whichever theme, whichever subject you want to teach, study, have your students create as many interesting aspects, pick those elements, right? Coming back to you and stopping sharing my screen, feel free to put up any questions and I'm happy to answer you. Stop share. Right. I'm back here. and open to questions. Please ask if you may have. And before you ask questions, just write down if you thought this class was really fun. I would love you all to, if you can write down in the chat box now, fun, to tell me you actually think it is a fun class. Put the word fun in your chat box. Fantastic. Lovely. You all are very, very interesting learners, and I'm very happy to have you all with us, because this is when we also feel equally excited that what we are trying to bring forth to you, you are absorbing it with as much fervor, with as much dedication, with as much hunger. That makes it as even much more strengthened to think of more strategies and more creative ways that we can bring more such kind of understandings. So any questions, please feel free to hit it in the chat room. Otherwise, I would think we did a great job. And you all, yeah, yes, Helena, thank you. It was a lot of fun. Very interesting session. Parana, Dr. Ramnivas, thank you for saying it was really fun and helpful. Thank you so much. Aziz, what is your question? Can you please put it again? Please answer. You said the question. Jayati, interesting. Durga, Lakshmi, thank you so much for your lovely messages. Yes, I know it is very, very interesting. I'm glad you all loved it. Any questions? Professor Swati Bora, welcome. Thank you so much.
Yes, madam. Madam.
Yeah. Anybody wants to speak? I've unmuted.
Yeah, madam. We see this was very nice. We remember it, but madam, please you even share recording and just which is the next level. Also, we would like to join. So both the things, madam. Please note and guide.
Of course, we'll do. We will share the recording. This is a practice with Max Skills. I don't know, most of the few of the people who are here with a continuous journey with Max Skills education would always believe that Max Skills doesn't believe in only one time showing and talking. We always bring forth our recordings to each one of you. Please, all of you, right now, if you have your,
Thank you, ma'am.
you're most welcome, ma'am. I would request
Yeah.
all of you to just see it right now on your mobile phones. Open your YouTube and go on the channel Max Skill Education, and you are free to use all the various recordings that we have put over here. Whether you have attended them, whether you have not attended them, feel free to learn. So, Max Skills endeavor is to try to make each one educator be on the digital platform as a teacher, as an educator. So we have many videos over there, various things that we have had trainings about Google Classroom, about exams, about in Hindi language as well as in English language, because we had some respondents who wanted only Hindi. So we started doing Hindi as well. So feel free to go there right now. If you go on Max Skills Education on YouTube, MAKK, Max Skills Education, you will find a lot of videos, and even this video we will post for your benefit. In your free time, feel free to watch it, understand it at your leisure, and absorb it to your best capacity over the period of time, right? Um, and I would also
Yeah.
at this
And this
moment
will be.
request all of you to please hit the tab subscribe to Max Skill channel. That would be a thumbs up
Yes,
from
yes.
your side to
But
us to
ma'am,
say
this
you all
video
did
will
a
be
good
put up.
job. You all did a good job. Great.
Yes.
Dr. Ramnivas, thank you so much.
This
Can't
ma'am,
wait to
this.
see you in our next class as well. Thank you, Parna. And great, lovely people. So feel free to go. And now, last thing, we are going to close the session for the day since there don't seem to be any questions. The recording will be shared with you in at least, I think, 2 hours. It will go on the YouTube channel Max Skills. Once you subscribe over there, the recording will be available for all of you. On your WhatsApp group, in 2 hours, we are going to send you one small assignment, which is a practice with Max Skills assignment linked to the certificate, right? So assignment will be on there today. You will get next 2 days to complete the assignment based on this tutorial, which is given today. Watch the video at your leisure while you are resting, sleeping, at your leisure completely. Complete your assignment in 2 days, and we give a certificate of various kinds. We have certificate of successful completion. We have certificate of appreciation, that A plus grade, who really do the assignment and the test very well. The assignment is based on the test. And finally, certificate excellence, who really grade 90 and above in the test, which is assignment linked. So 2 days for assignment, and on third day the test comes up, and you feel free to get the best certificate of excellence. And we are happy to give excellence to everybody. Just get 90% and above. Thank you. Be safe, be healthy. See you soon. Namaste.